All right, now we're going to get into Anderson. Now, everyone that's been following us here for several months knows that this is a relatively new market that we've added, this one in addition to Lebanon, as we have kind of perceived Anderson as an up-and-coming type market. So we wanted to track the numbers to see if the data correlated with that idea. So number of active homes here in the Anderson market, you're at 66 active homes, which is down 18% month over month. Wow. Yeah. A little bit surprising there. Another one catching me off guard here on the front end. Your average rental price month over month up 4.7%, but down year over year, almost a matching figure. So $1,050 per month as your average market rent, which, you know what? I know that's up, right? Because we were stuck at $995.
Well, Chris, if you remember, so I think this is one of the areas where we're going to see a big difference in parsing out the data that we do now versus the way we did before. And if you look at, so yes, you're right. We were like, okay, we're going to predict that this is going to be over $1,000 in 2025.
Now we know why.
And now, well, here we are. Because look, if you look at the number of homes, 66, look at the number of apartments, 184 versus, and then the average price is 773. So what we were looking at before was all of this blended together. And of course that led to, I think it was like 850 is what it was stuck at, or maybe 895, something like that. But, and so that's, to me, this highlights the importance of parsing this out, looking at single family and apartments and townhomes, and really getting a clearer picture of exactly what is what, because those, well, one, look at, there's triple the amount of apartments available versus homes. And then that's almost a $300 price difference in the average average rental price per month for an apartment versus a single family home.
Yeah, that's so valuable to have specifically for a market just like this. You're right. Those numbers were being driven down by those apartment figures. So this is great to have much more insight on what's happening single family versus apartment versus townhome.
Yep.
Your average days on market for a home in the Anderson area, which is super surprising to me. Again, average days on market's at 54, which is up almost 23% month over month. And average price per square foot almost matches what you're finding in the Indianapolis area, but down 1 penny at 102 for your average price per square foot. Now, we've already gone over a little bit of the apartment and townhome data there, as we alluded to the separation between data going into 2025. So 184 apartments on the market at 773, and that comes in at an average price per square foot at $1.22. And then townhomes, not much to speak of there. We have 2 on the market. So I wonder who's living in those 2.
Nobody wants to live in a townhome in Anderson for some reason. And there's 116 days on the market. Like, can't give them away for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point. At 58 cents, your average square foot. So we'll track those average rental prices over time as it's broken down into single family apartments and townhomes. And I mean, although as we've gone through all these market reports, these lines look the most stable, I think, out of all of them, is referring to the previous year in 2024.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else you want to add to the Anderson rental market? Did we nail it?
I think we nailed it. I think, again, just highlighting how cool it is that we have broken this data down even further. This is one of the areas I think that highlights it, the importance of it. So no, I think it's going to be cool to see this rental price over time, especially on the single family side, and cool to track that. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I can't wait to track that average rent over time. All right, let's jump into some sales data, which this is great if you're looking to enter the market. Here we go. Average days on market is 42. No surprise here. We're up 22.25%. Month over month, but year over year, we are down almost 14, just over 14.25. Average price per square foot, $110 per square foot. Year over year, you're up 5.75. Average sales price at $152. This is a number that I seriously want to stay tuned into. But month over month, you're down 12%. Wow, down 12%, 152, 429. Number of homes sold over the last 30 days is down a little over 3.5% at 54. And here's your average sales price over time. It's a little bit wonky throughout 2024, but definitely closed out closer to 175. Actually, it was at 173 as we got through December. Last year's your average price for a home that sold in the Anderson market. Now, explain this graphic to me on the right here, Mike. Number of homes sold. So I guess there's not much out there that's that's really over 250, but certainly over
Yeah, well,
300.
we talk about it every single month. Anderson is definitely the value play. This is the most affordable community that we highlight on these market reports. And you can see it in the average sales price of 150. You can see it that's by far average price per square foot. 110 is way less even than Indy. And you can see it in this bottom right graphic here. I mean, look at all those homes that are available. The vast majority of the homes that are sold are under $200,000. So this is an affordability play, both for the investor and for ultimately the renter. And that's what you're seeing here in these charts is the affordability.
So if you're an aspiring real estate investor out there and you're like, I don't have as much as the other guy to invest, but I really want to get close or into the Indianapolis metro area, this could be the market for you. So stay tuned to Anderson. Reach out if you need any connections to building your team here in the Indianapolis or submarkets, and I'll be happy to connect you with a realtor that can potentially help you scout your next investment property.
Yeah, and then just on Anderson, just we talk about these economic insights, and a lot of times it's not in Anderson necessarily, but it is. There's a lot of stuff going on. We like this month we talked a lot of stuff about Fishers and Noblesville. All of that bleeds into Anderson. Anderson is probably 20 minutes away from kind of that Fishers, Noblesville, like that Hamilton Town Center. I don't know, probably maybe 15 or 20 minutes, I would think.
Yeah.
And so, if the average rent in Noblesville is $2,100 and in Anderson it's $1,000, that's a big difference for a 20-minute drive. So all of the point is for me is that all of that activity, all of that growth, all of that development that's coming into Fishers, Noblesville area only helps propel and push the Anderson market forward.
Absolutely. Anderson will undoubtedly benefit from that as well. Exactly.
Yep.
All right. That'll wrap our Anderson January 2025 market report on the rental and sales data, market insights.